Yo, the 49ers look to get even against the Rams, keep their playoffs hopes alive. Mike, you think it's going to get done?
You B.A.M right.
He lying.
I feel manipulated.
Well, I didn't know how I was going to do the intro to the show. These are all impromptu, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I said it, I was like, let me see how he answers this question. You answered it, but I knew you didn't mean that, right? Like, because you haven't really meant that the Niners are going to win any games pretty much this season after the way it's been going.
Nah, man. I'm going to continue to pick against the Niners, I think, for the rest of the season.
Okay.
Not that I think that all these teams are better than us. I'm going to continue to do it. It takes something off of me. I'm going to convince myself that we are not going to win, and then I get to enjoy the games more that way.
I like that. I like that. I don't agree with that, but I like your theory thought process. I can like something and not agree with it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. No, that's true.
I kind of like that theory thought process. Mike, we're gonna deal with some key matchups, but before we get to that, man, I just wanted to check in, make sure you're good. Everything's Gucci with you on today.
I'm as good as I'm going to be. I miss TV, but I'm all right.
You mean you miss that particular television because you got TVs?
Yes, but I have not put another one back in my living room.
So just put another one back in the living room until you get the TV back.
They don't deserve it, yo. I don't even want them touching my refrigerator, yo. I'm looking at anything that plugs in that they touch, and I'm getting mad at them.
Mike,
I know it's wrong.
It's not wrong. It's not. How you handle this stuff is not. But if you're not watching the TV, then you need to do something about it. Like, even if you put the TV in there for you to watch and then you take it back out when you finish, like, that's petty.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
That's funny. Now that's something I would do. That's a lot of work, but I would do something like that. I like that.
Mike, man, I got to get your confidence level, right? Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan. Sean McVay got the win. Sean McVay has a 2-game win streak against Kyle Shanahan. I don't care if the last game of the season last year didn't matter. It's a streak.
Okay.
Regular season streak. Do you feel Kyle's going to snap the streak this week? What's your confidence level on him snapping that streak in this particular situation?
My real opinion, actually, I do. I like the Niners going into this game. I like the short week. I think it favors us. Let's travel. And the uncertainty makes it hard to game plan against the uncertainty on offense. You know what I mean? I think the Niners benefited a lot from, oh, snap, it's not CMC. Okay, it's Garindo, and what is he really going to do? And then, boom, he goes crazy, right? It's like, all right, well, it's not been the first-round guy, and it's not been Debo. So who are they going to use, right? And so they start mixing in all these other guys. I think we are getting used to the new faces, and that's benefiting Kyle because now the rest of the league is like, all right, who do we focus on stopping?
Interesting. All right, let's get to the news today, man. I got the injury report. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Trent Williams out. Ben Barch out. Malik Mustafa out. Questionable. Nick Bosa, Isaac Garindo, Dre Greenlaw, and Khalil Davis all listed questionable.
Is that Khalil Davis?
Khalil Davis, the newly acquired Khalil Davis, who plays, he's number 50, if I'm not mistaken, on the football field, I think.
Okay, 5-0. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's going to hit different. I think half of those questionable guys play. Have they actually moved Fred Warner to the active roster yet? I mean, Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, listen to me. I don't think they've done that yet, right?
But don't they have an extra roster spot?
I think they do.
Been saying they have 52 spots for the longest, so he'll be 53. Right?
Yeah. Of the people that aren't there, I think the one that's most I'm comfortable saying it. I think of the ones that have been already ruled out. Is Mustafa the most important one of those guys now?
Yeah, he's been the starting safety, right? Like, he's been your starter So now,
That means Brown is back out there.
or do they go old man Gip?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
It's like that either way, right? Like it's gonna be a little rough.
So I was thinking like, well, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be rough because I Gip played at the end of this game. He wears number 43, so it's just weird. Like I need Garendo to give up 31. I need Get back in 31. Like watching him in 43 didn't feel good. I want Jalen Graham back in 50. Watching him in 41 didn't feel good. Like it's just weird, right? But I think Brown gets to start. Kyle Shanahan said that he likes Jair Brown. Like he likes him a lot in the presser. So I think he'll probably get to start. But if he makes the mistake like he made in the last game, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Gip out there quickly. Cause he's your second. He's your second. And it sounds like George Odom is back too. Just to put that out there, because last week he was inactive, remember?
Mm-hmm. So we get Odom in special teams, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Gip is
but he also
savvy.
plays safety, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know where
he's
he
a
is on the
safety.
rotation of the safety. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people
I
say
would
they would
imagine
like
he's
to
at the
see.
bottom.
I don't know if he's at the bottom. I would imagine though. I'm with you.
So you
I just feel like this can't be a game where this. All right, so Jair Brown clearly hasn't been playing good football. So my thing is, does Kyle punish him for that, or does Kyle go out there and trust him? Do they trust Jair Brown to get right?
No, they already punished him. Kyle answered the question already. Last week when he didn't start. That was the answer, right? But now it's another injury, so now it changes it up. Now
That's
it's
what
like
I'm
how
asking.
much punishment is it going
Right.
to be? And I think they go back to Brown. But like I agree with what you were saying. It's kind of on a short leash. Like I like Jair Brown too. I like him a lot. But that don't mean that I want him starting for my favorite team if he's not worthy of being out there and going to get the starts,
I don't think it's that he's not worthy. He just been make, bro. He got, why he got benched?
So, okay, if you're asking why he got benched, we're not talking about last game. We're talking about the game before that.
Duh. Do you know why he got benched?
No.
Yes, you do.
The three bad angles he took?
Bad angles, bro. He got benched because he gave up a 68-yard touchdown run on one play to a running back that ain't had an explosive run since week 3.
Hey, man, cheese happens.
And he got benched. I mean, but here's the thing. If Hufanga wasn't ready, he would have been playing.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had a choice but to keep rolling with him. Right.
So now are they back to that having a choice? Because they got a choice. Do they go with the veteran that has rapport with Huff? They had a season. We talk about our pro season was Huff and Puff. I mean Huff and Gip.
Huff and Puff. I kind of like that. But, I mean, because he could be doing some puffing if he got to run out there as a free safety. He gonna be tired.
He didn't look bad, though, bro. He didn't look bad. He didn't look bad.
I think a lot of people look good in stints. You know what I mean? It's just how, and we going against the Rams. You know what, though? The Rams do a lot of short game. Gip might be okay. I think both guys will be okay in this game, now that I say that out loud. I think both guys will be okay in this game. I think Gip is going to take better and consistent angles, but neither one of them have to worry about getting beat deep. I mean, what's Tutu Atwell doing these days?
What you mean, Cletus?
Puka Nacua not going deep on nobody like that.
Puka Nacua is not going deep, but Cooper Kupp is. Cooper Kupp got 6 receptions on 11 targets for 20-plus yards, bro. That cat is feasting. And a touchdown. I'm just saying throughout the season.
Oh, this whole season. Oh, yeah, but that's like...
So you're going to test this defense. You're going to test...
every other game. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
This would be the game where they do it, and then you're going to be like, damn. I'm just saying. And the fact that they got Tutu Atwell and they got Demarcus Robinson, who is clearly... He's listed questionable. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yes.
So they got guys that could get down the field. Don't get it twisted.
Your hat is making an optical illusion because look back up and then look to your right.
Bro,
no,
come
back the other.
come on, man.
It's doing this thing with the box behind you. It looked like it's like 3D, and then it's not there. Yeah, that was wild. It was making me trip. I like that though.
Oh,
But so he I think you probably go with Huff and Jair Brown. I
think
think the
that's
one game benching was the punishment right there.
but he came in and gave up a touchdown.
I was gonna say because he was the next man up. Don't that count for something? But then
He
you're gonna
wasn't the
say
next
but he
man
messed
up.
it up. He was, and then they sat his ass right back down. Right when it wasn't, they alternated. He came in, and then it was like touchdown. It's like, all right, go back home. Like they sat him right back down. So I don't know. Maybe they have had enough. But why didn't they go to Gip? Well,
That's a good question.
Later, but
That's a good question. That's a good question. Like I don't know if Gip is fully caught up in football speed because he's been on the team, but he hasn't been doing anything. It's kind of almost like, who did we get last year, Mike? We called him on the Disney cruise. He was a corner, safety, and we called him off the cruise. He retired this year, though.
Wait. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
He gave us some good reps out there, but you could tell in the playoffs he was doo-doo, bro.
Nah, he wasn't supposed to be here. I felt like we got him he was from the Packers.
Everybody forgot his name. Look, Logan Ryan, several Niner faithful. Thank you.
Freaking Ryan. You
Bro.
know what I typed in?
Yeah.
I typed in 49ers Disney.
Did it pop up, though?
Nah, but there's some fire stuff on here, though.
Oh, man, send that to me, though. But now, Logan Ryan, I felt like he struggled because he never really got into football shape because dude wasn't even playing football.
Right.
So I don't know, man. All I know is the Niners got to find a way to beat this daggone team. Period. End of discussion. Now, before we get into Mike's key matchups, all right, key matchups in this particular game, Mike, let's congratulate Yetur Gross Matos, NFC Defensive Player of the Week. You know, told you them 3 sacks came in handy.
3 sacks. Did he have any other tackles in addition to those 3 sacks? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I know that they were clutch. They were clutch sacks.
They were clutch
Timing
sacks
on them.
Well, the first one
were
was
all on 3rd down.
Yeah, like good point. Good point. My question to you is this: I feel like him and Leonard Floyd are getting finally into the rhythm of what they're notably great at doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're able to play some style. I didn't see a lot. Check this out. I didn't see a lot of stunting. We had a couple of stunts in the game, but I didn't see a lot. So maybe we eliminate the stunts. Maybe. You're not going to want to – you're going to have to do something to generate pressure against Matthew Stafford because you're not blitzing him.
Right.
Right?
Do you think – yeah. You think it's possible that some veteran pass rushers are kind of like how Christian McCaffrey needs a couple runs to get going?
That's what,
right?
That's my point. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So when you have those guys as rotational pieces, they don't really get that reps going. And then when you do put them in there, they got to stunt and they're going up against the tackle instead of doing what guard and vice versa and all that. Like, so they got a chance to like really just go ahead and say, all right, y'all need me on this down. Watch this. And I got them. Like
that's a great point, bro. And that's why I said that, because you got to remember he was also coming in off of an injury. I think you're more talking about Leonard Floyd. I'm talking more about Yetur. He was coming off an injury. He never really got right. He got injured again, and now he even got injured in this game. Remember, he ended up getting some type of an injury, and then he came back.
Oh, he came back. Yeah, he got a little ding.
He got a little dinged up, and he came back. No Nick Bosa on the front. Ken, are you concerned about Nick Bosa's season being over, or it's just?
It's been over. Even if he was playing, he wasn't going to do shit out there. Nick Bosa hasn't been himself this year, so I'm not. I mean, you know, we spent the whole first 4 games of the season saying, why isn't he setting the edge the right way? He kept over pursuing being a liability in the run game, which isn't Nick Bosa's normal deal.
He got better though.
Yeah.
Then he got hurt.
Yep. So I just wasn't. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like even if he did come back, I wouldn't be expecting nothing of him. And I'm not rushing him back after the Niners defensive line just had 7 sacks. 6. I got to stop saying 7, man. I'm not rushing him back after they just had 6 sacks.
Well, we ain't got to worry
bunch of
about
pressures.
rushing him back now, but because he's not playing. So, but I get what you're saying, man. Like hypothetically, you wouldn't have rushed him back. I would have. He would have been starting. You getting paid too much damn money to not start football and perform.
Well, that's different. Yeah, no, that's very different. Yeah, like
Yeah.
get out
You-
here.
if you're
I'm
cleared-
not. I'm
if
not
you're
saving
cleared-
him.
If you're cleared and you're good to go, you're playing.
You're playing.
And I'm
I
expecting
don't care if we got to
production.
line you up at nose tackle. Get out there. You gonna play. All
Yeah.
that money you're getting.
Yeah.
He cost 3 offensive linemen for the 49ers.
You
Get
told
out
him
there.
he could play nose tackle, bro? That's what you said?
I don't care where he got to line up. He gonna get out there and play. I put him as the field goal kicker. I don't give a shit. He gonna get on that field.
Probably
All
be
that
better
money.
than Jake Moody at this point.
See, wow. I did not expect that coming.
Hey,
from you.
man. Hey. Speaking of Jake Moody, Kyle explained why Moody. Like, how does Kyle know this stuff, right? Or do you think Kyle be capping and making stuff up? He explained why Jake Moody's kicks were those 2 kicks messed up. He explained it. Did you get a chance to hear what he said?
No.
No, never mind. Because
I want to know what he said.
No, because I want to know how he came up with that explanation. He said Moody was trying to kick the ball with a different part of his foot or something, and he was just missing the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? With that part of the foot, and that's why the ball ended up going short. But how he know? Like, he not there.
You know what? I did hear Kyle say that bullshit. I did hear that. That was on yesterday's presser.
Yo, Jake Moody, I hate to tell everybody, but Jake Moody not going nowhere. When your coach could come up with that type of an excuse, that was lame as. I didn't even know what to say. I'm like, Kyle, just say he messed up. It's okay. Which he did mess up. But that was kind of thorough. Now that I think about it, I've never seen a coach save a kicker. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's part of it. I like that.
Niner Faithful says, is that what Moody told Shanahan? Yeah, but for Shanahan to
be.
reiterate that bullshit is funny. Right?
Right. Yeah.
But so the good thing is Shanahan hasn't thrown any of his players under the bus. Like that's a good thing. Because he could. Am I wrong? Because you listen to the pressers. I don't. Now, the players take shots at Kyle Shanahan, particularly George Kittle, but
I think everybody was safe this week, actually. I think everybody was safe.
I can't remember. Who? Give me a player he's thrown under the bus other than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Like recently?
Just period. I can't think of who
he's thrown Brock under the bus.
He has?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, especially early in the season. Like, I felt like that was by design. Like, I want to know if this guy is worthy of a big extension. He's got to be able to take my criticism at the podium. He was saying a lot. Like Brock was missing. Brock's got to make the right read. He's got to make the right throw.
See, okay, that doesn't sound like, because you know why that doesn't sound like thrown under the bus, because that's exactly how I feel like we all felt about Brock. Like he was, like we all felt like he was missing certain throws or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you're right.
Even when the big play that was Mr. Pearsall, right? Like, you normally would hear Kyle say, they've got to get on the same page. Brock missed him. Missed him.
Oh, Kyle said that.
Yes, Brock missed him. Like, it wasn't that they got to get on the same page.
So that's why Brock took accountability too, because Kyle said it. I don't think Kyle.
Sure.
I don't think so. So do you think Brock meant that? Because I don't think Brock meant that. I think Ricky Pearsall messed up.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think he sat on the route. Remember, we saw Deebo Samuel do that, and it was Deebo's fault. So why can't it be Ricky Pearsall's fault?
I think that if you're a quarterback and somebody wide open running in a certain direction, you should throw it in the direction that they're going.
I agree. I tried to argue with you on the last time that happened, and not to say that you didn't agree with me, but that's not what the fans said. Well, oh, Deebo should have not sat on the route, like blah 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 blah, or did whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or Deebo should have sat on the route. Excuse me.
Yeah, Yeah, we got to stop picking and choosing because when George Kittle was out there stealing touchdowns from other people, running the wrong routes and making catches, we praised him for it.
We praise it.
So
Right.
if you're going to accept wrong routes being run, but you still getting open, then accept it. If not, then
yeah. For those out here watching, I was being facetious because it was more about the picking and choosing. I don't know if y'all picked up on that. It was definitely Brock Purdy's fault. Like if you miss a wide open receiver, you suck. Like your job is to hit wide open guys. Like if you miss a guy that's being contested and covered, I can live with it. If you throw an underthrown pass and your receiver's able to adjust, I can live with that too. But when you miss a wide open guy that probably would have walked into the end zone for a touchdown, But that's the thing that made it weird because he stopped his route and Brock threw the ball to where he should have went. You see what I'm saying? So even if he would have caught the ball, it wouldn't have been a touchdown. He got tackled. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I get what you're saying.
So maybe Brock. Maybe. Anyway, let's get to these key matchups, Mike. Are you excited, man? Come on, man. What you got for the faithful today?
I am. My key matchup for this game. You talked about him earlier.
I did.
It's going to be going. Yeah.
No,
There's two players going head to head that I really, really want to see. Cooper Kupp and Diamador Lenore. They're going to move Cooper Kupp all over, and I think Diamador Lenore is going to get his first time having to shadow one player.
Okay. I like this. I like this matchup. Before I let you take me off into heaven with it, I just need defensively the other players to understand assignments. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you're going to play zone, know you're in zone. If you're going to play man the freak up. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get a bunch of man coverage in this game. I don't think we should do a bunch of man coverage. I say play zone and make the tackle. Okay? They're going to catch the ball. Make the tackle, keep them out of the red zone. Keep them out of the red zone, keep them out of the end zone, force them to get field goals. Force their kicker to come out there who's just as bad as Jake Moody on this season and have to kick field goals to win this game. So that's just my theory. But please go ahead and take me away. I kind of like this.
No, I mean, so look, I think Cooper Kupp is going to be the guy in this game. Puka Nacua is going to get his because he's got that frame. He's going to be like their he's their version of Juwan Jennings, right? So he's what I done lost Wayne.
Mike, I was writing my biggest threats article, and that's exactly was my mindset when I'm sitting here writing about Puka Nacua. I was like, he's their Juwan Jennings. Big target, great hands, slot guy, can win the routes, but Juwan's better downfield.
I like that too. I like you saying that.
I mean,
also.
I'm looking at the statistics. They say he's better too. Like yeah. I'm not lying. Like he catches more targets downfield.
Neither one of them are yak guys, but Juwan will run a deeper route.
Correct.
Than Puka. Yeah, I like that. I like that actually. I like that. But when it comes to Diamador Lenore, we know that he plays outside and he can play in the slot. And I think that they're going to really try to use Kupp as a mismatch guy in this game. And that if the Niners want to do something different, they want to catch them off guard, you put your best corner defender on their chess piece. Take away their chess piece and make the game about checkers and let everybody else just do their job. Like you said, if you in zone, to just play zone, but let him get this guy. Like, just do what you're supposed to do.
So my issue is in the slot. They're going to line him up in the slot. If they line him up in the slot, they're going to move him around. He's going to be playing in the backfield. He's not going to be able to just be assigned to Diamador Lenore, depending on where they line him up. That's all I'm saying, right?
The only place he can't is in the backfield. No?
Right. Yeah, but if he comes out of the backfield, now there's a linebacker on him. That's different, depending on the linebacker.
It's Fred Warner or Dre Greenlaw. Are you kidding me? Man, he going to get his ass toe up. I hope they do that. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Say less. Oof. Say less. Say less. Say less. I'm just saying, like, that's another spot where he's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like our defense is going to be better than what it has been, I'm with it, bro. I'm not going to sit here and argue with it.
If Dre Greenlaw is back, the worst thing they could do is put.
If Dre Greenlaw back and he's playing the way Dre Greenlaw left playing, yes, you're right. Mm-hmm. You're 100% right. If Dre Greenlaw is back and he ain't played football in 18 months, that's the issue. if Cooper Kupp puts a move on Dre Greenlaw,
Well, so okay, to your point, I think if Dre is back, it don't necessarily mean that he's the one having to cover him.
I
They
didn't
might
say that.
say no, but what I'm saying is they might say that Dre is fast enough where he could go ahead and hold down the middle, let Fred Warner go and get him. Fred Warner's the guy equipped to run and defend the route out the backfield right now, not Dre. I agree with you. Dre might not have that mobility and that quick change of direction just yet, but he can run sideline to sideline in a straight line downhill.
And that's where you want Greenlaw. That's where he's most effective, playing the pass, playing the pass.
But what you don't want to do is have Fred having to stay in the middle while somebody else go and do that. Because now you handcuffing Fred when we know he played better when he get to do his thing. So Greenlaw is going to be a major piece.
Oh, absolutely. Like I'm not doubting that. Like that whole point. I think he's been the key piece missing to this defense because he frees up what everybody else can do. Yeah, mainly Fred. Like, yeah, you know. I like this matchup. Any other matchups you got? Like, you know.
I do. I don't know who I'm going to match him up against, but it's going to sound crazy, right? Patrick, the running back.
Oh, Patrick Taylor?
Patrick Taylor, yeah. So I don't know how much of Isaac Guerendo we're going to get in this game, if I'm being 100% honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if he's going to play, he's going to play. So you're going to get as much until he can't play anymore.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know when that anymore is going to be. So that means that Patrick Taylor's got to be ready unless we get my man.
But I like the matchups. I like every running back matchup on their linebackers, bro.
Especially you talking about their linebackers. I like all of our running backs getting to their linebackers because those new defensive linemen, the young defensive linemen they got on the edges, we could take advantage of them. Even our terrible offensive linemen, the ones that y'all think that we all hate, that center, that right tackle, those boys can move some young boys around. They struggle against the veterans. Our offensive linemen, I feel like they struggle against the veterans, the savvy guys that can hit them with the 1-2 and do all that fancy stuff to them, right? It's like you get the young guys in there that are just going off of just speed or just power, like they one-trick ponies that have to hone their skills. They know what that is and they can take advantage of it.
Okay. I could dig it, man. Look, I like their young front. I'm not going to stunt. They're terrible against the run, like you just said, but they got a pretty solid pass rush, Mike. Those guys could get to the quarterback. So I say run at them, right? Run at those guys. But what I was trying to say was their linebackers are the worst coverage linebackers probably in the league. Like, they're great at tackling. They're not great at coverage. This could be a crazy game for the running backs out of the backfield if Brock Purdy dials it up. Like, if Brock says, hey, I'm going to trust my check down, I'm going to get it to the check down. Whoever the running back is needs to be ready for the check down. I don't know how great Patrick Taylor didn't run a great. I'm not going to take that from Patrick Taylor. Patrick Taylor ran a check out route, sort of kind of out route. Brock Purdy had the pressure in his face. Ball was incomplete because it was thrown to the ground. I'm going to allude that to pressure being in Brock Purdy's face, not being able to have enough strength to make the throw. He was wide open. But I'm alluding to that. I need to see him on an angle route, the end cut one, with the one you saw Isaac Guerendo do. That, to me, is the route that solidifies how great you are as a pass catcher. Because if you can get your linebacker on a skate and you cut in, and that linebacker's still over there, oh, you got space. That was Christian McCaffrey-esque. We haven't seen. I didn't think Jordan Mason did that well. Elijah Mitchell used to do it well, and now we're gonna have to see if Patrick Taylor can do that particular type of route. If so, oh shoot, you know what I'm saying? Oh shoot, it's gonna be crazy. I like, a couple of your matchups. I want to see, man. My eyes are gonna be on Jalen Moore because
4
now
games in a row.
Yeah, well, not just he's got to go up against like a guy like Jared Verse, and it's a 3-4 front. For some reason, the 3-4 fronts, the Niners struggle more against these 3-4 fronts than they do the 4-3 fronts. I don't get it, but it could be because of those extra 2 outside linebackers, and then the 3 linemen up front, like they just kind of can't really get right against those guys. You know what I'm saying? You got what, Kobe Turner, he's going to be the one, the nose tackle. He's going to be over, you know what I'm saying, the center. Can Jake Brendel handle Kobe Turner? Like, or does the veteran Kobe Turner take advantage of the Jake Brendel, and then your run game struggles and your pass game struggles? So the offensive line as a front, I'm going to be rocking with. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Okay.
man, if Jalen Moore and Colt McKivitz, those edge guys out there, they could continue to hold up. Brock Purdy has enough time to move the ball. And I wouldn't be surprised if Brock Purdy runs the ball 10 to 11 times in this game because of the lack of running backs if, you know, Isaac Arendo doesn't go. Who is listed as questionable? You know what I'm saying? Questionable. Kobe Turner. I don't have Kobe Turner out. I didn't know he was ruled out. He is. I didn't know that he was ruled out. That's great for the Niners. Excellent for the Niners. I didn't know Kobe Turner was ruled out. I do know that Tyler Higbee, their tight end, has been ruled out of this game. So Tyler Higbee has been ruled out. They also have two Kobe. I feel like they have two Kobe's on their team. They have a Kobe Durant and a Kobe Turner. You know what I mean? Kobe Durant and a Kobe Turner. All right. Mike, any other key matchups you want the faithful to kind of pay attention to out there? One that might not be as familiar.
I don't think so. I don't think I have anything else, man. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything else. Anything else stop standing out to you?
I feel like Brock plays really well against the Rams. It doesn't matter if Aaron Donald was out there leading the defense or what, but it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like Brock is going to do Brock things. You know, Jawan Jennings had 3 touchdowns the last time we played this team with no Debo, with no George Kittle. Now you insert George Kittle, you insert a little Debo. What we going to get? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is Brock going to be efficient and getting the ball out to his other pass catchers? I think Brock sees the field really well when he plays the Rams. My only concern about this game is the weather. And if the weather is good, as far as it's not precipitating with the rain, I think the Niners are going to be victorious. I got to get your score prediction, Mike. What do you think the Niners do? Now, Vegas has this being the highest scoring game of the week. All right. As far as points total, they have this being the highest scoring game of the week as far as points total, Mike. So, last time we played them, it was 27-24 Rams. What's your score prediction?
Ooh, I'm going to go 31-28.
31-28. Ooh. Still
31.
I don't like 3-point games, man.
8. Yeah.
Those junks make me like lose.
Stomach hurt.
Yeah. Like everything. Like I got 27-21 Niners. I think the Niners give up 3 touchdowns, and that's kind of like the way I see it. You know, with this ruled out for the Rams, Kobe Durant, their cornerback. Kobe Durant, their cornerback, has been ruled out. Excellent. I mean, I don't mean it in that way, but I was saying because if I'm not mistaken, that was kind of bad. That was my bad. I ain't mean it like that. Okay, my bad. So he's been ruled out. So they're going to be down a corner out there on the football field. Mike, any other takeaways before this game on tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football?
My biggest takeaway is to be patient. I think the Niners have a winnable game coming up, but I mean, you saw them breaking down the game after beating the Bills. Let's go beat these Niners. They are focused. They have been looking forward to this. They have been preparing for this since before the Bills game. Why that was, you know, I do know why actually, because if they lost that Bills game with the AFC matchup, they are focused on trying to make the postseason.
Correct.
And so that means you have to win those NFC games more than the AFC games. So I could see why they would look past the Bills a little bit.
Must win from both teams.
Yes. Yeah. So I think they are going to get the most focused version of those Rams that we've seen in a long time. And that's saying something because the last 2 times, like Wayne said, in the regular season, we lost. So it'll be a good one. Have fun with this one tomorrow, guys.
I just want to put out that the Bills offense, due to Josh Allen and company, they put up 42 points on this Rams defense. I just want to put that out there. I don't think the Rams defense is going to be great. If the 49ers offense is in sync like they were last week and they're executing on plays, I do expect a trick play from Kyle Shanahan. I can tell you that right now. I do expect a trick play. Matthew Aceta, yes, Mustafa and Trent has been ruled out for this game. All right, he has been ruled out for this game. When I was going to say the San Francisco 49ers, if their offense could come out in sync, Mike, I believe they could put up 40 points on this defense as well. But the difference between the Buffalo Bills and, the 49ers, simply it's just a divisional game. I don't think it's going to be that crazy high scoring. But 27-21 is what I got for my score prediction. Mike, let's take us home, bro.
Yeah, man. We are live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro. That's Breezy. I'm Mike. And this is the B.A.M Show.